In the spirit of the Packers making it in the playoffs, this month's video theme will be halftime. So go get yourself a big bag of chips and a cold beverage, and let's talk strategy. With 6 months under our belts, we have come a long way. In that time, we have practiced and learned many new systems and how they all fit together. All 3 systems are designed to improve student learning, some more obvious than others. And in the spirit of halftime, let me break it down for you. If we become better teachers through educator effectiveness, and if we teach our students how to problem solve, find evidence, search for meaning, and persevere, then in the end, the state testing should show our kids are successful at the learning goals we set for them. The second half of the year will bring us new challenges. Luckily, we've been practicing for these plays, and as one of your coaches, I would say that we will be ready for when they come. Let's look at the lineup. This spring, some of our teams will face familiar challenges. The pre-K through 2nd grade teams will tackle the now all-familiar PALS test. The 9th and now 10th grade teams will have a repeat match with the new ACT Aspire test. And our special ed teams will face off against the Dynamic Learning MAP assessment. I have confidence that all these teams have learned from past games and will overcome these opponents easily. A new defender coming this spring is the Badger 3-8 and the ACT and ACT Work Keys. Although we've never faced these teams before, we have been watching game film, and we know their plays, and I'm certain that the team will do well. As any good team knows, we need 3 big things to improve our records at the end of the season. First off, we need to remember to focus on the goals we set at the beginning. Last fall, all of you analyzed your stats, your game film, and your individual players. Using that data, each of you set a goal for your team. In plain language, we call these your SLOs, or Student Learning Outcomes. You should be revisiting these goals each month. As any great coach knows, goals aren't going to get met unless we work at improving the way we do business, which is why you created an instructional playbook or professional practice goal at the beginning of the year. No coach is perfect. We all need to improve, and that's why each of you listed some instructional goals and strategies that you will try to do better throughout the year. These are called your professional practice goals, or PPGs. The last big piece of a winning team strategy is to track game stats. Each month, you've been keeping track of how each of your players are performing. These are important to see if your playbook is working. Today, in your team meetings, make sure you are reviewing these stats and getting up to speed on the level of performance each of your players are at. If you are not having a winning season, you will want to revisit your playbook and find something different to try. Now that it's halftime, your agents should have prepped you on your responsibilities in completing the mid-year review of both your SLO and your PPG as per your lucrative contracts. These forms can be found online in your Teachscape account, or if you are a staff member who is not associated with Teachscape, on a Google form. A review of these procedures will be given to you today during the staff training time. If you need more help, you can review the DPI video link that was sent to you in November. Just remember that all certified staff must complete a mid-year review both of your SLO and PPG. That includes classroom teachers, pupil service staff, administrators, and therapists. If you are not up on the review cycle this year, you are not required to show anyone your mid-year review, but you can. A sign-up sheet for a personalized meeting about your mid-year review has been shared with you this week. Please sign up using this Google document. Finally, what would halftime be without a little humor? If you pause the video right now and click on the link called Halftime Speech, you will see a Saturday Night Live skit which does a spoof on the new concussion rules. While watching it, try to compare it to the new guidelines and rules that DPI has required us to do this year. Although at first the new guidelines seems a little much, there are reasons for the new educator effectiveness requirements, the new standards, and the new assessments. Here's to a great first half, and we'll see you after halftime.